I'm guessing they found like the closest Arab. I'm sorry. Um. Hey, what's good? Good, 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 good. We're gonna do this version of me. So you can see my X-Men, my Goku, and my Mario thing. While we check out Mr. Tyrone motherfucking Magnus. I'm wondering how many people nowadays want to have their name as motherfucking, like their middle name. So they can be like, my name is, well, something, something. You know what I mean? Like, my name is motherfucking, or Tom motherfucking Welling. I'm sorry, for some reason, um, Smallville came to me with this guy. And I don't know why, because he has no Superman things. He has a lot of Dragon Ball, which I much appreciate for that guy. You know what You know what? No, I don't have that one. I was looking at it when I looked at it. No, I have a different Bardock, but I do have a Bardock in my thing. Wouldn't mind talking to you and chatting with you one time if you want to. But this is my YouTube reaction thing to it with um, a lunch mate. I'm totally a kid watching it right now. I love your Magneto thing though, Tyrone. If you want to talk to me, I love your Magneto thing. Even though Magneto was wrong. If you guys all know what I'm talking about, the whole thing about Magneto is right. Magneto was wrong. I'm sorry. He was wrong.
Stuff. Well, even the mainstream media, the
So
New
I'm
York Post, says,
sorry. I'm doing this solely because I need to eat right now. Instead of giving you guys me still playing videos on Twitch, I'm just doing a quick video thing. Be honest, I was thinking of replaying the original Star Wars, but because of Mark Hamill, dude can't even keep his pants on. Um, I'm sorry, that one thing where he literally had to pull his pants back up. Like, the dude can't even keep his pants on. It tells you about Hollywood.
that Snow White is a woke flop. That lets you know, boy. Man, oh man. So, says here, mirror, mirror on the wall, what movie flopped the hardest of them all? Why you Snow White? Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot's Snow White is projected to rake in just about $45 million this weekend, putting it on track to be one of Disney's sleepiest opening weekends yet. I see what you did there. I got that reference. Where's that from? You better know. So, as of Friday midday,
I did get it.
the live-action remake
I did get your reference, buddy. I did. Don't worry.
of the 1937 classic reeked in $15.5 million across 4,200 North American theaters, including $3.5 million from Thursday night's previews. Deadline reported. You know what's funny? I know that the majority of this is being placed on, like Gal Gadot isn't totally getting away scot-free, but she's getting away almost scot-free. The majority of the blame has been put on Rachel Zegler and Disney themselves for even greenlighting, thinking of writing this, making CGI doors, all the dumb decisions they made, and everything that Rachel Zegler has said have bombed this movie collectively. Gal really just showed up as far as this, as most people are concerned. But people still like Gal. Sometimes they say she can act, sometimes they say she can't act. They say she's okay, but she still was able to pull off Wonder Woman. She was able to be good enough to pull off Wonder Woman. She does have beauty and a certain charisma to her that I think people like. So, I think they always tell you that.
I think she was always able to
combination
do
of looks,
Wonder Woman
charisma,
because
and your talent. And there's some different, levels of that. Some people.
I'm sorry. I think she could do Wonder Woman so well because Wonder Woman herself doesn't know human existence or human society, so Gal Gadot actually trying to figure out what human society is about is pretty much what Wonder Woman is. Like, Gal Gadot existing is pretty much what Wonder Woman is, so I'm sorry, everyone. She was an amazing Wonder Woman. She's freaking hot. Amazingly hot for Wonder Woman, but a terrible actress.
Are just full of charisma. They don't have much.
She should just stick with being Israeli Secret Service or whatever. Because I'm pretty sure that's what she is. I'm sorry, that's not what I think, but it's just a joke that I was coming up with. But, yeah, let's get it going.
Much talent, but they've got a charisma that people love. They might not even be good looking. They might be ugly as dirt. However, something about their look works with their charisma and the little talent that they might have, and they might be able to do whatever it is. Some people got high levels of all of them. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, this girl don't miss, or this dude don't miss. He's good looking. He's got a high level of talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, they got it all.
Exactly what I'm thinking that Tyrone's thinking. That's all they get. And that they know people. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why they're famous. Is because they're kind of beautiful. And that they know people. Two things about being famous. knowing people and being kind of beautiful. Because being beautiful is like half of it. Knowing who is part of it and being friends with them is the 100% reason why you're famous. I'm sorry, there is no other way on nowadays. Because there is barely any talent in this industry. It's all about knowing the people that have the money to um, pay for whatever bullshit that you want to um, support or promote or whatever. Like, it seriously has nothing to do with um, your talent anymore. And that's the sole problem. Has nothing to do with woke. It has nothing to do with any of it. Has to do with connections. And that has always been the problem with humanity, is connections. Because you always know the previous um, ruler is never as good. Like, the successor ruler is never as good as the previous ruler. And it solely has to do with the previous ruler banking on or like the successive ruler banking on the previous ruler. It has nothing to do with the successor ruler actually trying to do something for this society or anything like that. It's just them banking on the previous one. And that's exactly what's been thrown onto Hollywood these days. And that's why no one watches Hollywood or movies these days or Hollywood stuff these days because these kids have been literally given a destroying, like one of those societies that's like on the verge of already being nuked by themselves. You know what I mean? Um, like they're nuking themselves and they're just like, oh, why are people nuking us and everything? It's like you're nuking yourselves. You're not having anyone do it yourself. Like you're literally and when I there's so many good nations that have done this to themselves, but no one wants to hear it, which is the Nazis. You have the Nazis, people know the Nazis actually helped the homosexual cause at the beginning. I don't want to say it as a controversial thing or anything like that. It's just societal. If Hitler supported Rome, Rome, Rome was a known homo, like homosexual, and like he supported him for the longest time until he figured out that the brown coats were starting to gain too much power, even power over him. So he essentially made the SS or like gave the SS the power because the SS said, "We'll let you have full control over us," kind of thing. So like, I don't think Hitler that, and that's the whole thing about Hitler being gay or whatever. I don't think Hitler was gay, but I don't think Hitler had a thing against gay people. It was the people around him at the time that, because being gay was a bad thing at the time. But him himself, no. I don't think he was, and if the things didn't pure out to the way it was, I don't think he would have done the things he did to it. For the sole reason, he had many friends that were. Many supporters that were gay. That he knew they were gay, but they still didn't accept the Jewish cause. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, it wasn't until the Night of a Thousand Knives that homo homosexuality was a thing that was against Nazism. So to be honest, like I don't think any of them, like either blacks, cause like I know I've seen a couple videos where they actually show you um black Nazis that actually fought for the Nazi cause or whatever. And it was solely because it was German. They were born in Germany. Um, their father was born in Germany. That was, at the time, that was the sole factor of being German, was that your father was German. If your father was German and you're born in Germany, if your father was born in Germany and you were born in Germany, you were accepted as German, kind of thing. Other, if you were Jewish, then. But, and that's what I didn't like about the one thing that Amanda Stenberg sent. Um, if you look into the character of her character that she was playing, um, she was a huge Nazi supporter. And it wasn't until Africans were in Europe fighting against Nazis that um, African Nazis or black Nazis were also sent to the concentration camps. Um, it had the sole effect of modern people. You know what I mean? It's like what America or Canada would do today if America is attacked by African nations. They would start by panic throwing more black people into prison. You know what I mean? Or if it was from Europe, they would start throwing more Europeans into prison for the sole factor of panic. And they don't know if those Europeans or those Africans are fighting for those Africans that are invading. But with Snow White, I don't know why I went in with that whole thing with the war thing. It's probably a factor of me being kind of wasted and this crappy woke society of how wokeness is. But if you want to go both ways, there were black Nazis and East Indian Nazis, so it wasn't a white thing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying there was tons of them. I'm just saying that it was at the time it was a huge, universal, worldwide thing that we needed to squash, kind of thing.
Anyway, so matinees and Sunday evening showings. Oh, by the way, when I was doing my review, when I showed
Tyrone helped me with that rant.
you guys the empty theater at 2 p.m. They're like, yeah, I only had a few people say this. Oh, it's at 2 p.m. At 2 p.m. view when I showed you guys the Sunday evening showings. Oh, by the way, when I was doing my review, when I showed you guys the empty theater at 2 p.m. They're like evening showings. Oh, by the way, when I was doing my review, when I showed you guys. Anyway, so
That part. That's what I was looking for. I think I'm gonna try to snap it as a thing when I'm just rambling on to it. Anyway.
matinees and Sunday evening showings. Oh, by the way, when I was doing my review, when I showed you guys the empty theater at 2 p.m. They're like, yeah, I only had a few people say this. Oh, it's at 2 p.m. Why don't you go at look? I already checked all the theaters at 7 and 8. Okay, they had no tickets bought either. Okay, I remember a time when Disney movies, including their Marvel movies, Star Wars movies,
ShareGate, your one-stop shop
Their
for
Marvel
managing Microsoft
movies used to
365 with more
fucking
peace of mind than the Dalai Lama.
sell out like crazy.
you would get there at a 2 p.m. matinee, a 12 p.m. matinee,
Yeah,
some early in the morning sometimes, like a 9 or a 10 or
exactly.
something like that. And they were half full or full. Okay?
Matters
Don't
what,
try
yeah.
all that crap. On a Thursday. Okay? Don't try that crap with me. Alright? I was around for it. Anyway. Matinee and Sunday evening showings could give the movie a much needed boost. However, but Deadline projects the film's domestic box office numbers will fall somewhere in the mid $40 million range, putting it in competition with the washout Dumbo remake. Oh boy. Where that from? Okay, so the Tim Burton clunker made 46 million on opening weekend, but cost significantly less to make, 170 million compared to 270 million. Okay, Snow White still has time to save itself from becoming one of Disney's worst performing opening weekend remakes. However, Mufasa the Lion King only earned 35.4 million in December. Snow White, lackluster ticket sales fall well below initial expectations for the film. In February, Box Office Pro projected it would make as much as 85 million domestically. The blame can't be solely placed on a Disney remake curse either. The live action 2023 The Little Mermaid, starring Halle Bailey, that rhymed with the game bars, as Ariel, brought in a jaw dropping 95.5 million opening weekend. Disappointing box office numbers come as both the film and its A list actors fall under intense scrutiny. I wouldn't call her A list. The gal, maybe, I think, but she's not A list. Tensions between Zegler, 23, as the titular character, and Gal Gadot, 39, have reportedly arisen throughout the film's promotional tour, with both holding
Gal
posts and
Gadot is
stuff.
only
The
3 years
Gossip
older
War
than
that
me.
rhymed in video game bars.
I'm
Zegler
sorry,
wrote
if people
every
think she's
corresponding
hot and
match
she's only
is
3 years older than me.
Okay, so that's really all it talks about is they're fighting, and that's it.
And when I look at
So,
girls that are like in their 30s,
yeah,
Gal Gadot
even
look
the
actually now
mainstream
looks
media
like she's
is
in
letting
her
you know.
50s. I'm
You
sorry.
know. They
She's
do that with
good
the
looking,
movies,
but
with the video games, with the television series. You know it's bad.
she's only 39. I thought she was 50 or something. She's seriously only 3 years younger than me? Or 3 years older than me? Like when I was in elementary school, maybe she would be my book buddy or whatever? Is that seriously what it is? Like, man, I'm kind of wondering about Gal Gadot's sexuality in people's internet things. Because if she's really 39, like seriously, I thought Rachel Zegler was 39, but she's in her 20s. Like, I'm sorry, people in Hollywood now, they don't look like they're younger. They look like they're older, and they look like they don't look like they're good anymore. You don't see people beating their meat to Hollywood stars anymore.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And you know some of them
keep your friends
show
close
up
to
on
get
the
your
show.
enemy's toaster. We gotta get Randy's fucking toaster.
Mr. I'm sorry for having you hear that. I'm doing a YouTube video thing. You're gonna be in my YouTube video as I'm talking. Basically, I'm just talking about how Hollywood actresses don't look like what they used to anymore. You know what I mean? I just found out Gal Gadot is only 3 years younger than, or 3 years older than me, when I thought she was like at least 20 years older than me. And then Rachel Zegler, she looks like she's in her maybe 30s, like late 30s. I'm sorry. They don't look as great as they used to.
That rhymed with video game bars. But, yeah.
But here, buddy.
Oh well, they made their bed, now they have to lie in it. Just like Snow White did. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think about this. I was watching Doomcock before this, and he called it should have been Slow White because of how boring it was. 10 million subscribers. Woo! I hope it's off the what we do. I hope it's off.
I watch his videos because of goddamn Mr. Magnus himself, Magneto, Eric Lancher, Magnus. As you guys can tell, I'm a huge X-Men fan, but I'm hating how the X-Men's going. Creating my own fan little fiction of an X-Men. Why hasn't it shown up yet? Shouldn't the pin show up? I don't know why it's not able to do it, but sorry, we'll throw the music on back on.
She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. I could feel the butterflies multiply every time I meet your eyes. Amplify deep inside once I feel your skin on mine. Though I try, I can't hide all the ways I feel inside. You're everything I want in life. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. Got a body and she naughty, never want her off me. Hot like wasabi, hot like some coffee. We drink like a hobby, like to get sloppy. We ain't never stopping. Yeah. I just wanna drink with this girl all day. I don't wanna think, I just want to play. Keep me underneath the sheets while we sleep all day. I just wanna feed everything I crave. I recall the first day that I met you. How could I forget you? No, I don't regret you. Hope I don't upset you. I miss laying in bed too. Your head up on my chest. You were never second best, boo.
Sipping into like a reboot for the good times.
Live a little quicker, thinking bigger, wish we could climb. Look up in the mirror, seeing clearer for our first time. Just a couple sinners, man, I wish I could reverse time. Yeah, we fake it till we make it, or we break it off and hate it. Getting faded, getting naked, every time I feel impatient. And sometimes I can't escape it, I just wanna feel you shaping. Like my dreams, I can't sit back, I have to chase them. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have.
Boom, boom.
I don't get what I want, I get what I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. I don't give a damn if you all listening to me, cause I run it. I'm the only one that really want it. I'm the only one that's really on it. I'm just being honest. I'm just doing everything I promise, cause I want it bad enough that I'ma make it as an artist. And I know I'm not the smartest, and I know I'm not the largest, but I promise you that I'ma be the one that worked the hardest, cause I promise you that I'm just getting started. And I promise you that my skills are getting sharper, so I'ma get charted. Can't be guarded, nah, I'm the one to get retarded. Get the party started, yeah, get the party started. Yeah, so let me get up on it, yeah. Bitch, you got me fucked up. I don't know what's up. Pour that shit in my cup. We bout to turn up. Crank this shit up so loud. Sounds like we're sold out in front of a whole crowd. We lose control now. Don't take this shit too personally. Everybody got a different version of me. Everybody gotta be learning